Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today. Hello everyone, checking back in with gold, and we are confirming on the daily time frame bullish reversal doji last week, green day confirming it. The RSI is coming off of oversold, and if you are a Chart Guys superfan and been watching over the past few months, this is the same scenario we had back here at the bottom of the dump when we dumped from 1300. The RSI on the daily time frame got to the mid 20s, and if you remember the video where I zoomed back and looked at multiple years of data and watched what happened every time in the past 3-4 years where the daily RSI got into the mid 20s, every single time we saw a nice bounce between $40 and $90 to the upside, and the confidence was really given on that bounce when the daily gave the bullish MACD cross signal. So we were all over that bounce back here when we looked for that move from the 1240s back to 1300, and we got it. That was a nice $60 bounce, which initiated from the RSI being oversold. And then the bullish MACD cross really gave that confidence. Here is a similar scenario. The RSI was oversold. We're seeing the start of the bounce. We'll see if we get this daily bullish MACD cross. And we're going to have to see the bulls get over a couple resistance levels, 1197.45, and then up to 1220.90. So the lower high pattern is still intact, and we'll have to see that 1220.90 level break in order for this bullish MACD cross to follow through. And we don't want this to be another bear flag. There is possibility that that could be the case, so we need to be cautious and have stop losses in place. But on the hourly time frame, we are seeing the beginning signs of a turnaround on the hourly with the higher low, higher high pattern. This is where I had the line from yesterday's video or the weekend video. You can see we dipped below it. We formed a bullish reversal candlestick and then saw some nice follow through. So we closed below the uptrend line. But after seeing how this acted, this is the kind of scenario where I would just adjust that line right down to the support of the real body. Still hits these uptrend lines very nicely. Just a small minor adjustment to keep the higher low pattern intact. And we'll see if the bulls can break that 12 or that 1197.45 to get those higher highs continued. If we do break that level, there's not a ton of resistance until up at 1206. So we'll see if the bulls can maintain this movement to the upside. Watching the 4-hour chart, we already had our bullish MACD cross, looking for further upside. And if we can look back to when we had our bullish MACD cross last time, that was when we were signaling the bulls were showing up for that oversold bounce to play out. So it's a very similar scenario, and we'll see if we get that follow through to the upside. Checking in on these bull miners, they had some nice bullish days today, but we can still see we have the lower high pattern on the daily to break. So we've got a bullish MACD cross close, but we need to see JNUG break 769, and we need to see NUGT break 915. And again, I like JNUG better than NUGT because of how we are set up on the daily time frame. We maintained a higher low very clearly and looking to turn around this trend for some short-term upside. So our targets would be 769 and then 864. We need to see gold get up over 1200 and continue the move to the upside. So the overall trend belongs to the bears on gold, and this is just a play based on the historical history of the RSI being under 30 on the daily time frame. And so far it's playing out exactly like it did previously. And now we'll see if we can get higher lows. Keep in mind we saw the bottom and a little bounce, and then we pulled back, traded sideways, formed a higher low, and then the bulls really kicked it into high gear with higher highs. So this is just the start. We could trade sideways, form a higher low before the bulls pick things back up again. And you can see the bulls kicked it into a higher gear on the daily time frame when the 4-period exponential moving average, the red line, crossed the 8-period exponential moving average, the blue line, and we saw another $40 to the upside after that occurred. So keeping an eye on the exponential moving averages as well, all kinds of signals to be watching, and just aware that we are currently fighting the downtrend, but historically it has led to some nice gains to the upside. So we'll see how it plays out for the rest of the week. The dollar showing a little bit of weakness, consolidating the daily time frame on the dollar. Bearish reversal candlestick confirmed. The bulls buying the dip. Look at this key hourly support that we bounced off of overnight. We tested it with an RSI of oversold under 30, so likely that we were going to bounce off of that level. But you can see 166, 165. We have bounced off of that 3 times now. Gold bulls would love to see this support break because the next level we would be looking at on the dollar is down at $100 psychological support. So we'll see how it all plays out. Nice day for the bulls, and we'll see if they can get some follow through tomorrow on those bull miners. I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in. See you soon.